Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Welcome in. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Sorry for the delay. Oh my God, it's 24 past. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Thank you for being patient. Just some stuff happening behind the scenes just some work that Sid and I are doing. Some editing and stuff that you might find out about later. Good morning. How are you doing? Today is... Oh my God. Today's not Monday, is it? Today's Wednesday. I was thinking, if today's Monday, we're not doing Espresso Day till Wednesday. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. I did think it was Monday. Okay, today's Wednesday. Is today Wednesday? Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Happy Wednesday. Today we are doing National Espresso Day. We are going to be making some filled cannolis. So I bought some cannoli shells. I thought we'd make them. So like some tiramisu, mascarpone, them. I thought we'd do, so today we're using coffee. So I went and bought some fresh coffee beans yesterday, looking for suggestions of things that you'd like to see me make. Thinking of, my laptop is not here, I just realized. I thought I was bad. Housebell says, I thought I was bad getting the day wrong when on nights, but I have no excuse. I don't have no excuse, do I? It is Wednesday for me, Tuesday night for some of you, I get that. I don't know why I just lost all my bearings. Before we continue, let's go back to last time on, show what we did on the last stream, remind myself. So we did cheese on Monday, it's all coming back now. We made fresh ricotta. We tried to turn that ricotta into mozzarella, it turns out it doesn't work, but we did the cheese or protein pancakes from the website. Very delicious, Exceed raved about them. He likes them when I make them. The recipe's so easy. And then we were going to do grilled cheese, but we ended up just spending so much time chatting, and we did the pancakes. We got some really lovely raids. Tip towards our community girl, thank you, Beware. Yeah, it was a good stream. Yeah, the mozzarella, we're going to make it again. So I watched a video on TikTok. See, I tell you, TikTok videos don't work. I've had zero luck, I think, with TikTok, TikTok hacks and things. So I saw a girl she got milk, heated it, added lemon juice or vinegar to create ricotta. And then she took that and then she stretched it and to make like a mozzarella. It didn't look like mozzarella when she made it, but it was like she stretched the curds. I have never done it like that. I've usually used rennet, which helps with the proteins. So my version of what we did on Monday stream didn't work. So we'll have to do it again. I'm going to have to buy some more milk, a lot more milk. So 1.5 litres, you need unhomogenized milk. So 1.5 litres is $4. And so I got 2 of them. We're going to need to get more. Because even though if you saw on Monday's stream, you have to get a lot of milk and then it only makes a little bit of cheese. So yeah, it's fun though. And the ricotta was delicious. We've still got a little bit left in the fridge we might use today. It felt like Monday for me, the way work behaved. Yeah, this week. It's feeling like earlier Tuesday felt like Monday. How's everyone doing? We need to make some breakfast with coffee. So if we hadn't made if we hadn't made pancakes on Monday, I was thinking of making coffee pancakes, but we can't really do that because we made pancakes on Monday, right? Can we make coffee pancakes with coffee? And then I'm thinking of doing Japanese coffee pancakes. Can do. Or like a coffee syrup. Maybe. Those big fluffy pancakes, yeah? The ones that jiggle. Crepes. Ooh, you know I love a good crepe. I'm pretty sure. All right, you can vote. Do you want? It's either two ends of the spectrum. Do you want thin crepes or do you want fluffy Japanese pancakes? You vote. Exceeds told me that we need to use the rhubarb. I don't know how well rhubarb and coffee go together. I'm just getting my shiz. Excuse me. Like crepes or would you like jiggly Japanese pancakes? Where's my laptop here? Okay, laptop has been found, shoes have been found. Fluffy for me, I know how to make the crepes. So you want me to make something that you haven't made before or to teach you? Poll up. Thank you. Thanks, team. I don't have any lip balm on today, so I feel naked. Okay. I'm here, very tired, but we'll caffeinate you. We'll caffeinate you. There's a poll up in chat. Everyone vote. It's not opening for me, which is great. Love that. Love that for me. Discord's up. Okay. See, Noah up late night last night planning the stream anniversary on Saturday. So no stream on Friday, Thursday night for North Americans. Streaming on Saturday morning or Friday night for North Americans. 7-year stream anniversary. I'm tired. How's training going? I can imagine you just need to sit back and relax and enjoy the stream. Voted? All right, let me pull this up. Torch. Okay. The idea, we also have to make something for Exceed to take to this. He's going to let me know if he's going to the city tomorrow to the office, and if he does, we had the idea of shortbread. Coffee shortbread? I don't know. It's good, just a lot of info. Okay. You didn't get time to get coffee today? Oh my goodness. Okay, so the idea for today is to make an affogato, maybe some coffee creme brulee. What do you think? And then I found this drink. It's called a Samoa iced coffee. So you know the Girl Scout cookie, the Samoa? Vanilla shortbread dipped in a coffee chocolate ganache. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Sounds good. I understand if this is too personal, but how long of a commute is Exceed when he heads into the office? That's okay. So we have to drive to the train station, and that's at the start of the line. So that trip is an hour into the city. So it's from the beginning of the train station, so that commute is an hour. And then just a bit of a drive to the train station. Yeah. Molly, I have good news. Dad's accepted into the trial at Peter Max and will start in 3 to 4 weeks. Oh my goodness, that's very exciting. Please let us know how it goes and how he's progressing. Oh my goodness, I'm very, very happy for you. So can you tell me a little bit about the trial, what that involves? Fluffy pancakes, 8, crepes, 3. Thank you. I was trying to see. Rosalie, I appreciate you. Oh, okay. Close this. So yes, Exceed, he got onto the train last fortnight, and then on the way, as the train was pulling out of the station, his boss messaged and said that some of his colleagues had kids who usually at school, but at school holidays, so they couldn't come in. Some had Ramadan. And so then he said, you can go back home. So he got off at the next station and then came home. So I was walking in the door, because I'd drop him off. I was walking in the door and then I turned around and had to pick him up again. But it was nice. I know that he doesn't really enjoy being in the office. Just because you're out of your normal element, right? He likes seeing his colleagues, but he finds it less productive in the office. Okay. Excuse me. So, let's make Japanese pancakes. I need to get the recipe. Go into my drive. I left the office early because of that. Too many disruptions. Okay, Japanese pancakes. Go away. Japanese souffle pancakes. Here we go. I've never done them with coffee in them. So let's try this out. So we need 50 grams. Sorry, I'm just going to clear my throat. Hello, can you hear me? I'm back. Wash my hands. Okay, nice. I also hated being forced back into the office 1 to 2 times a week because it was so much less. Hold on. So less productive. Now with the new job, I'm 100% a remote. Fantastic. It involves daily chemo with. Then every 6 weeks he will have an IV radiation with the new drug. It's so expensive, but all costs are covered. Oh my goodness, how fantastic is that? I'm really crossing our fingers and there for you. If you need any support, we're excited for you and hoping it goes well. How amazing that all the costs are covered. That's fantastic. This is hopefully, groundbreaking research. And that will help future generations. Very, very cool. Definitely we're wishing you the best in him. Okay, it's been a hard learning process, but overall a good change. The new job, trial doctor told us it's 40K. Wow. That's phenomenal. All right, so the things we'll need: milk, vanilla. This recipe uses Kewpie. So Kewpie is Japanese mayo, emulsion of egg yolks and whole eggs and oil. So it'll give you the moisture. We're going to add plain flour, cornstarch, some baking powder and some sugar. So we're going to need to go in the back. But I think, oh look, there's my new containers, guys. You know how I was telling you that, I know this is a very niche thing. You know how I was telling you that these containers, they got, they don't make them anymore at Kmart. So I had to get the grey ones, but the grey ones have been breaking and the quality isn't great. I found basically the same ones at so Spotlight is kind of like Michael's, I think, like a craft store. Basically the same version. So I bought 2 packs, $12 for a pack of 6. And they're basically the same with black lids, so they will look very similar. Oh my God, are they a little bit taller? So that's what all these are stacked up. No, they're the same. Cool. So they look identical to Tupperware, the old Tupperware ones. Yeah. So very excited. Needed some new ones to throw out some ones that were cracking. Okay. Now, so what we need is some corn flour or cornstarch here. Did I say baking powder? I think I did. Baking powder. Bit of plain flour. So instead of taking out a whole thing, I'm just going to take a little bit plain flour. What is this song? This is interesting. Plain flour. Vanilla's there. Milk's back there. Do I need eggs? No, oh yeah. We're going to do all things food. Just out of sorts today. What's going on? So we need 2 large eggs. I have made a bit of a boo-boo. I was filming a video what night was it? It was Sunday. I was filming a video for one of the new recipes coming up, and no joke, you know when you do something and you go, oh, like pay attention to that because that will get lost or that will break. It's like, you know, when you put something down, you go, oh, I shouldn't put that there because I'll bump it. And then you forget about it and then you bump it and it breaks. Or, you know, have you had that experience before? So I was using the Kewpie and I put the lid down and I thought I better not put that there, or I better remember that I put that there so I don't lose it or don't throw it in the bin. And I was so focused in that moment, and then I just got distracted and I've lost the lid to the Kewpie. So this is, it's a brand new bottle. So this is my alternative. I don't know what to do. It's just sitting in the fridge with a plastic bag over top, like that. Silly moly. Maybe because the other ones have a seal on them and they have a lid, maybe I should take the lid off the other bottle of Kewpie because it already has a secondary seal. What do we think? Good morning. What have you got on your paws? Yeah, a lid from another one. That's a good idea. So, Japanese mayo, eggs, flour, baking powder, corn flour or corn starch, vanilla bean paste, and then we'll get milk later, okay? No, we're doing all things food, don't worry, we're doing all things food. You know how Molly's brain just sometimes skips ahead, and it was already 8:40 and I thought, oh, you know, we're just gonna skip ahead and forget the things that we do every day. All right, before we get started on the stream, we usually do a deep dive into Discord, show you what the community has been cooking and eating over the few days. And this is what we're up to. So Grumpy Gamer, we have to show this off again, don't we? This is the latest recipe on the website, which is the brown butter blondies with white chocolate chunks. And the wonderful Beware made them and added some walnuts to some and said, nom, 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 very good. Are you feeling all back to normal? Kind of. My sinuses feels like 80% better. I still kind of have like pressure in my head, but I think I'm on the mend. Thank you. I'm glad I didn't take antibiotics because it's, you know, your body's doing what it needs to do. And I've been drinking the hibiscus tea that we made, which I haven't sweetened. We made that on Friday. So I've been drinking hibiscus tea because I heard that's good for inflammation. And then I've been mixing a little touch of pineapple juice with turmeric and black pepper and just taking swigs of that to kind of help with inflammation and, you know, help my body do what it needs to do to heal. I just had some weird sinus pain for those that don't know. Okay, so this was Grumpy. This looked really good. I saw something similar, I think on HelloFresh or Molly Spoon, someone posted like a falafel salad, but this looks good. I think we need to make falafel because I don't often like store-bought falafel, but making it yourself like a chickpea patty or falafel yourself is really delicious. And I think it'd be nice like meat-free Monday or something. Okay. And Tamina forgot to pack lunch, got some cashew chicken. Do you know this is Exceed's favorite Chinese meal? He loves chicken cashew nut or loves cashews. Likes any stir fry or fried rice, loves to put the nuts on top, like for that bit of crunch and textural change. Was it good? How would you rate it? Okay, so Antamina says, I'm a Caesar sauce diehard, so I have to ask, what is a green goddess sauce? Hey Google, what is a green goddess sauce?
According to Wikipedia, green goddess is a salad dressing, typically containing mayonnaise, sour cream, sherbet, chives, anchovy, tarragon, lemon juice, and pepper.
And so sometimes it, like a creamier base, like avocado and whatever. I'm not too familiar with it. I've seen it a lot. I know that, I don't know if she made it famous, but it was on Goop. What's that, Gwyneth Paltrow? I think that I saw her make it years ago. That's where it like, she was calling it green goddess sauce or something like that. I don't know. That's all I remember. But it sounds good, hey? HelloFresh is in its bowl era, like Molly. Smoky chicken thighs with yellow rice, peas, cilantro, coriander, and pickled onion. Yeah, that looks really good. Look how beautiful colored that is. Beautiful bowl choice as well. I love it. Phenomenal. Was it delicious? How was your review? This is what I made yesterday. So the night before, at about 9:30, I just mixed together the ingredients. I halved the recipe for the ciabatta, and it was just flour, water, salt, and yeast. Mixed that, covered it, put it on the bench overnight, so I had the opportunity to proof, and then in the morning mixed it, separated it into 4 loaves, and then proofed it again, and then baked. Really, really easy, really yummy fresh rolls. I cooked them a little bit much. Yeah, so that was my fault. But they were yum. And then we made crumb chicken cutlets from the website as well. So these are panko with parmesan, parsley, like an Italian crumb chicken. They're really good. And I served it with some sushi rice frick seed, with some leftover slaw, and then some sriracha. It's very good. You should try it. So it's really simple. You just dredge flour, then egg, and then the panko parmesan parsley seasoning. It's really yum. And then pan fry or air fry. Chicken cashew was invented in Springfield, Missouri, where I go to school. No way. I read it at 9. I like extra cashews, but forgot to ask. Wow. I didn't know that it was invented in Missouri. Wow. Osea, over the past year, I've been perfecting my citrus roast turkey recipe. Look at this. So this is called a turkey bust. Is that what it is? It's just like no arms, no legs, no wings, no legs. It's just like the chest part of the turkey, right? It looks good. Very nicely coloured. Hope it was delicious. And then I bought these at the market, the bougie market. I went in to get coffee, and then I ended up working out with a few different things, some goat's cheese, some new masa. I bought some new masa harinha. I bought some rye flour and cannolis. I thought, oh, we could do them with coffee, like a coffee cream today. Build your own fajitas. Starting top right, refried beans, rice, beef, peppers, and onions, lemon, cilantro, and crema. Look at that. Ooh, this is fantastic. Was this Marley spoon? Yeah. I love fajitas. They're kind of like make your own tacos, aren't they? Yum. This looks good. Corn. Do you put cheese on there? Yes. Thank you for sharing. Oh, there's corn in there too. I thought, I was thinking, I was like, is that corn? Did she write corn? I did say corn. Looks good. Yum. Hey Sam, how you doing? I forget to get that out today. Oh my God, you forget the cheese? Exceed would not let me forget cheese. He asked to put cheese on fried rice sometimes. I'm like, dude, I don't know if that works. Okay, everyone welcome in. Today we're doing coffee. Yeah, he likes cheese on everything. On fried rice, I let him fly his own flag sometimes. Other times I say no. He'll put Cholula on everything. and he likes cheese. I guess for kimchi fried rice, I've seen a slice of American. Yeah, okay. All right, so in a medium bowl, we're gonna add the milk, the vanilla, mayonnaise, and egg yolks. And then we're gonna do our dry ingredients as well in there. So we're gonna make like a batter. And then in here, we're gonna whip our egg whites. Cool? So we got our mixer. How are we gonna incorporate coffee into this? So milk. I think we just use some instant coffee powder. So this is what we're working with today. We've got this new local coffee company that I found. They're called 7 Trees Coffee. They're kind of local to the area. The ones we usually get are from Sydney. So this is single origin from Vietnam. So single origin Vietnamese Cantamore bean, one of Vietnam's 3% farming producing Arabica beans. This bean will leave you with a smooth, creamy coffee with a note of hazelnut, chocolate, and caramel. Perfect coffee for any time of the day. Arabica. There was one, so this version is called, I think that's a G. You know when some companies, like they use a font and you can't really tell? It's my pet peeve. This says, what do you think this says? I think I know what it says, but does that look like Saigon to you? That looks like a C, right? Saigon, but I think it's Saigon Shelly. Very cute. Yeah, but it does look like a C. You need to know that it's Vietnam, and it does look like a C. But that is Saigon Shelly. It's a G, Molly. Of course, but it looks like a C. It's a tricky font. I know. So yeah, this is one of Vietnam's 3% farms producing Arabica coffee. Wow. There was one called Buster something. It was something. I don't know. They all had like different icons and different names, but it was double strength caffeine. Buster Rhymes, maybe. It had double strength caffeine, and I thought Exceed and I have had enough time. We like coffee, but we sometimes do decaf because we both kind of makes me a bit jittery and whatever. I was like, I don't think I can do double strength caffeine. So this one was good. I like the idea of it having hazelnut chocolate with caramel, because hazelnut chocolate is one of my favorites. Okay, so we have 2 bowls, and into this bowl we are going to add the milk, vanilla, mayonnaise, and egg yolks. Okay, so bring this one back. So we want to separate our egg yolks and our egg whites. I wonder why some people are more affected by caffeine. Because Exceed and I don't drink much. When I was nursing, or when I was living in Melbourne, different times in our life we drank. It's like alcohol. You build a tolerance to it. But because I don't really drink coffee as much anymore, I drink tea, or I haven't drunk much warm drinks recently. It seems to affect me more. And some people's in nursing or in medicine, you explain it as like a lock and key mechanism. You have receptors, and so some people have certain receptors for certain things, right? So you have a tolerance, a higher tolerance, or you have the receptors so that the lock fits the key. And some people get stimulated by coffee, some people get overstimulated, some people don't get any stimulation. So it's just about the receptors that you have in your genes. Everybody's different. Some things affect people differently. Some people have high pain tolerance, and they can, just through experiences in their life, don't need as much pain relief. Some people, I have, during my nursing, administered medication where to young petite women who you can give them enough of like morphine, for instance, and like it won't even hit the sides. And they've had like 2 or 3 children, and it doesn't hit the sides, and they are resistant to it. So you try another medication, or it's just like try something different. Or you have really big, bulky men that like you give them one hit and they're knocked out, and you got to give them jaw support because they have that receptor and they're overstimulated by that medication. And so everyone's different. And that's why in medicine you have different types of opioids, non-opioid analgesia, so that you can treat a range of people for different types of pain as well. Yeah, it's very, very interesting. You give me a Panadol, I'm good. Yeah. How much have you seen the red-headed gene affect analgesia? To be honest, it's not something that I remember too much. Is it that redheads, they are affected or not affected by they need more? My friend gave me a strong LD coffee pod to try in my DeLonghi machine, but honestly, to me, it tasted like water and not strong at all. So sticking with espresso pods. Yeah. I don't know if I personally think that Nespresso are still the best. My parents have third-party pods, and they just don't have the depth and the strength. I don't know, they just taste watery, I agree. Even though they've tried different brands, there's something, Nespresso just hit it dead on that, it's dead on always. And different varieties, they're just, but they're more expensive. So we do beans in our coffee machine, but I do like going to my parents' house. They got a new coffee machine for their caravan, and it came with like a set of, I think, 20 different pods. And so we were going there like, you like coffee? Chocolate box. You used to, when you were a kid, open a chocolate box, you turn the thing upside down and you would choose what chocolate you wanted, like from a Whittaker's box or whatever, like a sampler. And that's what we were doing with coffee. We're like, oh, try that. I want 12 out of 10. It was a good experience. But yeah, I don't know. I just find it better. Tend to need more. Anecdotally, my mum and I need like 3 times numbing at the dentist. Okay, interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know you were a redhead. I get beans and then reusable pods. So you take beans, grind them up, and then put them into the pod. I never knew that existed. Okay, so into here, we want 50 grams of plain flour. Where'd I put it? There it is. I was showing you this. And then we're using Moccona Indulgence. So this is just like an instant coffee, velvety and full-bodied, just like me. Okay, 50 grams, so we zeroed this. There we go. Is this band still making music? I remember seeing them live at Future Music Festival, if anyone knows what that is. Okay, we need 10 grams, so we're gonna zero it. We're gonna add 10 grams of mayo. There we go, 10 grams exactly. you know, I heard this, but on TikTok only. Oh, you can't trust TikTok. I can't trust TikTok. Going to ask the anaesthetist at work if this is fact or not. Okay. I'm gonna find this lid. Where's my Kewpie? Here we go. But you know what's gonna happen is I'm going to throw out this Kewpie, and then I'll forget that the other one doesn't have a lid, and I'll throw that out as well. I'll have to buy a new Kewpie. So we've got a lid. Okay, so 10 grams of mayo, 50 grams of plain flour, 2 egg yolks, some vanilla bean paste. Then we need milk. Excuse me. Kind of a weird thing. Luxon, how you doing? We are making coffee Japanese souffle pancakes. Guys, I screwed up. No, I didn't. I'm okay. All right, so I need 50 mils of milk, not 50 mils of flour. And I need 60 grams, sorry, that didn't make sense. I need 60 grams of flour, not 50 grams, so add a bit more. I need 50 grams of milk. So I'm gonna add 10 more grams of flour. How about that? You know how I just did a scoop of flour before? And it's exactly how much I needed. I'm impressed with that. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab my whisk, my little new whisk. Okay, whisk this. This is our base for our Japanese pancakes. And then I'm gonna add in 50 grams. Also, mods, I need to finish at 12 o'clock today. Okay. So you got 3 hours. We've got 3 hours of me. We're gonna make it worth it. I have a meeting. Okay. There we go. Just get the lumps out. I don't have TikTok, but after the oil mess, I would never trust it, right? You need an odds and ends drawers. You can throw those things in. So you need it later you have it. That's a good idea. I have an issue though. I have a lot of odds and end drawers. There's 2 drawers here that are extras, cooking equipment here. I also have a buffet that's just got extra stuff, like it's got some wire rolls, it's got super glue, it's got magnets, it's just very short. It's like higgledy-piggledy mix of stuff. Okay. Then in here, we're going to add 11 grams of corn flour or cornstarch. 1 drawer. You need to make some hard choices. Feel free to come over and help me. Okay, 11 grams. Oh, that was 17. What the heck? It's heavy. Cornstarch is heavy. Oh, 12. And then baking powder, 3 grams. I probably won't last that long, but I'll provide countdowns when I can. I understand, thank you. 3 grams. It's annoying. So it's just zeroed itself. Whatever, we'll just go with that. And we'll do the sugar with there. Okay. Tap this. Let's try that again. There we go. Our pedal. So the recipe says sift the flour, which we didn't do. Oh well, that's our mixture. It's got a bit of lumps in there, but I think we'll be okay. Famous last words, I think we'll be okay. I think we screwed up, but it's okay. I should have sifted in. Okay, into here, we've got our eggs, egg whites. We're gonna start whisking. So the science with this is you want to, egg white is protein, right? Albumin. So what you want to do is you need to start to agitate the egg whites before you add the sugar. The sugar is going to help strengthen the protein network to keep its structure, but a lot of people add the sugar straight away, or they add it too quickly. You should whisk it up to get some incorporated air, and when it goes a bit foamy, then add your sugar. Okay, it just helps with get things going first. So go here. Oh, that doesn't sound good. All right, I always forget how to do this, so it's. No, I'm gonna. Okay. Better. There we go. So we're going to go in with, sprinkle in 1 tablespoon. And we want to get this to stiff peaks. So we've added our milk, our vanilla extract, mayo, eggs, egg yolks, plain flour, corn flour, baking powder, and then sugar. So we're all up to date. I'm going to add the coffee. One moment. Who was it? One moment. All right, sorry about that. Okay, and I'm going to add in, I'm not going to dissolve this, I'm going to see if it dissolves itself. Some coffee powder. I don't know if this was an issue. If sugar dissolves, then coffee powder is going to dissolve. Okay, and then we want another tablespoon. So we're making coffee meringue, basically. Whip, 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 whip. How many of you are coffee drinkers? How many of you like enjoy coffee but not all the time? And how many of you don't like coffee at all? That's kind of gross. Both. Coffee dependent to function. I love coffee and tea. 2 espressos every day. I miss my cold brew. I'm an iced coffee drinker mostly. Milk? No milk. That's my next question. How do you take your coffee? Anyone drink espresso, like little shots? Jeebus, you're an espresso drinker? A little piccolo. For me, it's dependent on the weather. Like I like warm coffee most of the time, or hot coffee most of the time. But then if it's hot, then I want an iced coffee. Sometimes, tell me about a cortado. Then sometimes I like it without milk, or just a dash of milk. Espresso, yes, but outside with friends, cappuccino. So, do you know that in Italy, cappuccino should be only drunk in the morning? Tea never with sugar. Cold brew without milk. I'm setting up my new coffee pot as that seemed appropriate. Old one was struggling due to hard water. Hey, new job, new coffee pot. Iced coffee black with a shot poured straight over the ice is how I roll. Okay, I like that. I would drink coffee all the time, but I need sleep. So 1 coffee a day. Espresso, yep. With that when it's hot, otherwise it's just halfway between a short and a long black. Okay, so like a long Mac. All right. Still soft. Make sure you're mixing with the bowl attachment. Okay, if there's any bouncing around, my stiff peaks, okay? Whip it, whip it, whip it. An affogato, yeah, we're gonna make an affogato today. With amaretto liqueur, nice. We're gonna make a baklava amaretto, a baklava affogato. And then we're gonna try and do an iced coffee, a s'mores, no, not s'mores, Samoa iced coffee. So coffee, coconut, caramel, chocolate. I've been looking at ideas. I said to Dixie, we're gonna be pinging. I have a meeting at 12:30, so I can't drink too much, but we're gonna be definitely vibing by the end of the stream. Okay, so pick it up. Still flipping over. Tastes good though. Oh, that's really good. I am going to be hyped. 2 ounces of espresso. What's an ounce? 2 ounces, that's like 60 mils. 2 ounces milk. Add some honey, cinnamon for funsies. Try cardamom. Difference between cortado and a flat white is that cortado is roughly a 1-to-1 ratio, while flat white is 1 part espresso, 2 parts milk. Nice. Do you know who invented a flat white? The Aussies. I could have grabbed decaf. I thought we did have some, but turns out we didn't. We drank it already. All right. So nice. Could go a little bit longer. So we've added baking powder here just for extra fluff and extra kind of like a backup. It's our backup insurance policy. So the egg whites are going to give it the fluffiness, but they can deflate. So the baking powder helps just give us that nice jiggly, fluffy texture. Cool. Depending on the quality and like the variety of decaf you're using, it has like a more of a watery flavor, but some people do it really well. We usually use Campos decaf, and I don't think if you drink it like with milk, and I don't think if it's done like you prepare it like as a flat white or a cappuccino, I don't think you could really tell, honestly. Okay. You can tell the decaf unless you're a mean Starbucks customer. Yeah, it isn't. It's a bit more watery. It's not as strong, but if you're paying close attention to it, it's not as noticeable as it used to be. Like the decaf kind of industry is getting a lot better, I think. Okay. Alrighty, cool. So now we're going to here, I'm going to grab some of this mix. You want to grab a little bit of this, pop it in here, and you want to lighten this. Folding, so fold through, you're flipping upside down. There we go. There we go. A little bit more. So I personally don't like to do molds with Japanese pancakes. I prefer them a bit real rustic because the molds are hard to clean and remove, and yeah. So just folding over like that. And try not to deflate it too much. So comparing these to regular pancakes, you've got, whipped egg whites, basically like adding a meringue to it. And then you also have mayo, which is going to add high fat content, oil, and extra egg yolk, extra richness. Really important that you're folding over and getting the bottom to the top. Okay, like that. Beautiful. Where's my little thing? Here we go. So adding some oil so it doesn't stick, and then we're going to put a lid on it as well. We use Nescafe instant coffee. It is our go-to. You're going to put anything on top. On top of these, we've got some strawberries. We might make like a coffee, like a mocha syrup. What do you think? So I need a lid that kind of sits on top. Beautiful. And then, so you want these on a low heat so they cook nice and evenly. Like this. And you want to stack it kind of high. Rather than going wide, you want to go nice and high. This poor dog next door, just when the owner goes out, the dog cries. Liz, thank you for giving to Laxing. Appreciate you. Laxing, welcome in. Thank you, Liz. Hold on, let me just check chat. I use Nescafe instant coffee with sweetener and then put a smaller straight coffee packet in there as well. It's like a sad instant red eye. They opened a place that specializes in pancakes. Does anyone have a rec for a cheap grinder? I want to be able to do a coarse grind for a cold brew, but our big grinder is a real pain to adjust. It's meant to set and forget. Why don't you just use a food processor or a blender, like a NutriBullet or something like that? If you want to really, because do you need? Oh, you want coarse? Yeah, coarse for cold brew. They're gonna be so yummy. I just use my blender. One moment, I'm just going into the fridge to get some strawberries. Alrighty, strawberries. And now I'm thinking we do like a coffee chocolate sauce, like a drizzle over top. I don't have one a la NutriBullet. I could try mini food processor. Yeah, mortar and pestle, just need something to blend it. But does it need to be, can't it be finer? Not completely fine, but can't it be the same for your regular coffee? Does it need to be coarser? Does that make sense? Am I making sense? Okay. So I like to put a lid on these just to let them steam and help them cook better. Other people are different. Look at this. All right. Look at that. Now I don't know how to flip this one. Go over there. There we go. Put the lid back on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Does white chocolate go with coffee or nah? I'm just thinking. White chocolate's not really appropriate, is it? We'll do milk chocolate. Milk chocolate coffee, dark chocolate coffee. I can't decide. And then we'll use some of these Heath. I've been hoarding these, not trying to use them so that we can save them, but these are sent to me by Roselli. These are Heath English toffee bits. Okay. Yes, I think more so. You think white chocolate with coffee? Really? This is Cadbury Dairy Milk. Yes, white chocolate goes with coffee. Okay. Too bad. We're using milk chocolate. Not for puppies. Okay. So, what we're going to do, chocolate, milk chocolate, coffee, like that. All chocolate goes, I don't know about that. I don't know if I agree. I'm gonna grab some creme. I thought I had another bottle of cream in the fridge. Oh, there it is, right at the back. I prefer dark chocolate, okay. Look how good these look. They're so fluffy.
Delicious.
Delicious! Liz, thank you for gifting to Dex. All right, so I'm gonna basically turn the heat right down. I don't want to take them out yet because I don't want them to deflate, but I should be ready. Oh. There we go. Okay. Look at these. Look at them. Yes. I already started to deflate slightly. That's okay. Okay. Milk. Sorry, cream. In there. Molly, I would like to... Molly, I would be like a food coma. Yeah, I'm gonna be for my food for my meeting. I'm gonna make stuff, but then I'll only eat like a little bit at a time, like a little trial. Okay, try a little bit, you know. Okay, so straws here. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Whoop. There we go. Where's my spoon? Coffee, chocolate cream, so mocha cream. Today's International Espresso Day, International Coffee Day. We haven't actually made an espresso yet, but oh my God. Look at that. Amazing. Look at that. Okay. Oh, these are so fluffy. Just go here for a minute. These guys, flip them. Or fabulous. Need an espresso in the pancake batter. Yeah, we did. We did. These are coffee Japanese pancakes. They've got coffee in them. Okay. I'm going to need strawberries, like that. Loaded, of course. I'm going to get some of these. Thank you, Liz, for gifting again. Toffee bits. And then this is our coffee chocolate mocha syrup. Look at that. I need some like whipped cream though. What do we think? Oh my God, that coffee sauce is so good. Photo. Oh damn, that looks good. It does need some greenery. I'm a big fan of like mint or basil, but nah, not today. In the chat. In the chat. Look at that. Give me some in the chat. What do you think, guys? Dish number 1 for the day. Okay. Welcome to Espresso Day. So these are espresso or coffee Japanese pancakes, Japanese coffee pancakes, with a mocha chocolate syrup. Ready? Ready? Look at that. Look at that. I didn't really jiggle them very much, did I? Oh my God, I won't be able to put that in my mouth. Look. Oh yeah. I'm not really a sweet breakfast kind of person, but that is good. So what we added in here was So 50 grams, oh, where did the recipe go? 50 grams of milk, teaspoon, I like a tablespoon, or half a tablespoon of vanilla bean paste, 10 grams or half a tablespoon of Kewpie, 2 eggs separated, 60 grams or 5 tablespoons of plain flour, a tablespoon of corn flour or cornstarch, a teaspoon of baking powder, and 3 tablespoons of sugar. And then a half a teaspoon of granulated coffee. And then with the sauce, yum. Look at that. It's so fluffy and light. Damn. The toffee things are quite nice. They're not crunchy like you would expect. Kind of soft. I wonder if this batter would be good for my apple pancakes. I dip apple rings in the batter and cook them. It's just kind of like a mini pastry. I don't know, the batter is really light. So the apple would sink. I think when you flip it, the apple will go from the top and it will be like pressure pushing down the souffle. I don't know. Okay. Let's move on to the next thing. This coffee syrup sauce, the mocha sauce is really nice. Wow. I don't know if Ixie will want this. Okay. What is next? Guys, just remember our next stream is not on Friday. It's on Saturday, but Friday night if you're in North America. What are we celebrating? Have you been paying attention? Okay, I can't stop eating these. Seven years. We're celebrating stream number 1198. Is it today or tomorrow? Next stream, sorry. Are we 1196, 7 today? You're so naughty, why? How many years have you been partnered? We got partnered in 2009, so we've been streaming for just over 2 years. Stream is 6 years away from being able to make its own email. Off camera and we hear that, oh yeah, sorry. Look at this one. These are really something. Oh wow, it's deflated. That's the problem. I need to get them how they like to keep their size because they deflate really easy. Maybe more baking powder. Because they don't jiggle anymore. Oh. Guys, so I want to try and not just do sweet stuff today, but the only thing that I can think of that's savory is coffee rub steak. Damn those pancakes. They were a good idea. They were a very good idea. I love that you, John Ong and Reeps all started streaming around the same time. Must have been something in the air in Australia 7 years ago. I know Reeps was around the same time. So I think he was a month before us, if I remember. And I didn't know John was that long. I didn't know he was around that time as well. I would have thought longer. Interesting. So we started in 2017. He was in March. Wow. Wow. Okay, so Reeps and John were the same time. Yeah, interesting. I forgot John, but I think he's at 7. 2 you mentioned. Wow, that is amazing. But I didn't know of Reeps or John only in the last 4 years, I think. Yeah, the last 3 or 4 years, because we worked together, and yeah, it's amazing. I didn't realize how big you were in the food and drink community. I've expanded my horizons and followed 3 other people, and they say that you're one of the OGs, if I remember. Yeah. Yes, we are. So it's a little bit different now, but we are the biggest food and drink streamer in Australia and New Zealand. And that was one of our marketing things that we talked about to companies and things like that, who did food and drink as like a primary, and at some stage, it's changing. It changes all the time. But at one stage, we were one of the biggest English-speaking food and drink streamers. Yeah, a lot of people are streaming in Just Chatting, and Twitch itself it isn't growing in the way, things are changing, and a lot of people are going to Facebook and doing other things, and yeah. So when you think of the OGs, Cooking for Noobs, Domestic Dan were Lullaboo. They were probably the first big food and drink streamers, but back then it was Creative and IRL, and that's when we started. So like I knew Cooking for Noobs, like that. I watched her a bit, and she was probably one of the first. And then Domestic Dan, but he did a lot of gaming as well. So we got rated by Domestic Dan this week. But then in Australia, there was no one who primarily did it as like a stream. It was kind of like streaming what they did in like a commercial kitchen, or they would dabble and do games and things like that. Still, yeah, a lot of amazing Aussie streamers, New Zealand streamers. And also there's a lot of people now you see that because we aren't active on Twitch all the time, hardly ever I watch Twitch when I'm not streaming because I'm doing work things. And there's a lot of people that stream and are larger that you just don't capture, especially in a different time zone. Mushroom, coffee and onion dip. Mushroom, coffee and onion dip. I don't know about that. If Twitch isn't careful, people might start migrating to Mixer. Don't tell them. It's the little secret platform that no one knows about. Do you remember the first thing you made on stream? Yes. I get asked this question quite often, especially when it comes up to our celebration anniversary streams. The first thing I made was broth to a lemon chicken soup. So I made chicken stock to make the lemon chicken soup. It was a recipe from Quirky Cooking. So it was a paleo recipe. It's really good. And scones. So the way that it started, for those that, we'll talk about this on the next stream, but we began streaming. We were watching a channel back then called Foodie, oh my God, I don't remember her name. She was like an Australian nutritionist. She was just streaming in a kitchen, and Exceed and I were discussing, and he just said, like, you could do this. And I'm like, nah, no, I couldn't. He's like, with my tech skills, I can do the behind the scenes stuff and you can do the cooking. He's like, we could blow people, like, we could do this. Like, we could, do something different and interesting. And then the next day we went out and we bought a microphone, like a standalone microphone, and this thing, standalone microphone, and a webcam, a wide angle webcam. And we started streaming on the 20th of April. And from there, it was just like, so Exceed wasn't working at that time. We'd just moved to Melbourne about a month before, and we didn't really know anybody. We had friends who lived nearby, but they had a newborn baby. And from there, I would drive to work and Exceed, we'd be on the phone to each other talking about ideas and, exciting things that we could do. And Exceed would do, the tech stuff behind the scenes, create overlays, things like that. And on the way home, as I drove home an hour and a half, we would discuss like things that I wanted to make. I would send him like recipes through, like, in my lunch break. He would get the ingredients out for me. I'd get home at 7. So I'd finish work at like 5:45, 6 o'clock, get home at like just past 7, walk in the door, he'd have the ingredients out, and then he would do the going live kind of countdown. I would go and like retouch my makeup or like change my clothes from my scrubs or whatever. And then we would just stream cooking dinner. Yeah. You can, you did, you are. 7 years is an amazing accomplishment. Hope you feel proud. Yeah, it's one of the most challenging things that I've ever done in my life. There's so many skills that I've learned from Twitch, from photography to food product photography to marketing to like small business skills and things that I wouldn't have learned if I was a nurse. And I'm very grateful for you look back at the collaborations we've done so far and the opportunities we've had, travel, work, being paid to travel, being paid to make cakes and have goofy times and things. It's been phenomenal. And it is a lot of work behind the scenes. And it's definitely different now that we live in Perth. Like there isn't those, not as always, there are always remote opportunities, but really cool things we've been able to do. And with you guys, met so many incredible people from all over the world. I my cooking in the last 7 years has come leaps and bounds. My food knowledge has just taken huge growth. I'm excited to see where the future holds, like what the future holds and what's next, and how we can build the community and do new things, making recipes. I'm still shocked and excited when you guys make my recipes, hear about you guys making them or things that you've learned on stream. It's pretty cool. Now that you mentioned you were a nurse, that reminds me of a question of the day. What is your favorite medical show? Scrubs, House, etc. I used to watch my favorite medical show. I really like The Good Doctor. I used to like New Amsterdam. I don't like the new season. You have to watch it and not pay attention to details. Like, I think they've got better, but you just enjoy it for what it is. I think I do sometimes. I've got a lot better. It's a bit wanky where I'm like, see, it doesn't happen like that. Doesn't do this. They don't do it like that. But if you don't get caught up in that and you enjoy for what it is, and it's really good. I loved House. I want to go through and watch House again. I watched a bit of ER back in the day, but not recently. The Good Doctor I really like The Good Doctor. I want to get back into Grey's Anatomy, but there's just so many seasons it feels overwhelming. I get all my medical advice from TV shows. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. But yeah, I'm excited to celebrate with you guys on the next stream for 7 years. Well, we do celebrate every day together. But if you can be there, for part of the 7 hours, so 7 hours for 7 years. Yeah, I'm gonna rewatch House. I forgot how crazy the show was. Yeah. When you watch shows that are 10, 20 years old, you realize how things have changed, how society has changed, how quality of shows have changed. See, now watching QI. Have you guys ever heard of QI? Quite interesting. It's an English show with Stephen Fry. Originally, he was in the original cast. The comedy, English comedy it's very sarcastic, very similar to Australian humour. But some of the stuff in there, it's like you watch it and you're like, oh, that wouldn't be appropriate these days. Or like that's how things have changed and progressed and how crazy things can be. And so same, House, the way some of the things were, the storylines in there, quite crazy and different. What always funny to be Hugh Laurie with his English accent, but in my head it is always House's voice, yeah. So I get thrown off every time I see him in an interview or something else. Yeah. I mean, House, and that was my introduction to Hugh Laurie, was also House. So I get you, I understand. I mean, House is also the way is since more or less a modern retelling of Sherlock Holmes, if Holmes was a doctor instead of a detective. Yeah, I never really thought about it that. That's very true. He's not a real English doctor. Who knew? Tend to think that the real them, yeah. There's so many actors where you think of them as that role and they play it so well that you can't watch them in any movie. They're very typecast in your brain. Okay, so what we can do. So the ideas that I had for today is doing affogato. So the baklava affogato. We've got a Samoa iced coffee, a coffee encrusted steak. I don't know if it's to do like a steak salad or like a mash. Maybe we do like a coffee mash. Coffee steak with mash, what do you think? My favourite fact about Hugh Laurie is that he would switch the limp and the cane in between takes as a joke and no one noticed. Interesting. My nephew needed a doctor like House, figuring out unique diagnosis when he was alive. Fortunately, we never found out what my nephew had. That's hard, isn't it? Tweety, hello. How you doing? Long time. Tweety Verde, welcome in. How's things been? My first intro to Hugh Laurie was Blackadder. Do you know that Hugh Laurie is best friends with Stephen Fry? And they all came up together. So Stephen Fry, Hugh Laurie, Mr. Bean, what's his name? Yeah. A bit of Fry and Laurie, yes. What's his name? Mr. Bean. Rowan Atkinson, yep. And then, that is his name. Rowan Atkinson and Monty Python. Who am I thinking of? Ben Elton. Hold on. Ben Elton. Yeah, okay. Then who am I thinking of? Let's see. So, Rowan Atkinson, Hugh Laurie, Stephen Fry. I'm thinking of who was talking about it on. What's his name? Emma Thompson. And I'm thinking of who's in Monty Python. Not Monty, Monty Python. John Cleese. Yeah. So John Cleese, Fry, Laurie, Atkinson, and Emma Thompson, I'm pretty sure they were saying. They all went to drama school and they went to like drama school together. Yeah. It was just how crazy, how close knit. And they all did a lot of work when they were coming up. Amazing. Yes, that's him. Okay. A doctor, a jokester, a narrator, a playwright walk into a bar. And what happens? So we're gonna pull a shot. We're gonna make a baklava affogato. So baklava traditionally is nuts and rose, like rose water in like a sugar syrup. So that's what we're gonna do. I went and bought new rose water and I thought pistachio would be really nice because I got this coincidentally. I bought a new pistachio spread, guys. So like this, and I'm going to use a. It's a problem with wearing aprons, guys. Affogato. Can you make rose water easily? No idea. I buy it from either an Asian grocer, Indian grocer. I bought this from the African grocer. Just gonna get some ice cream. Damn. Yeah, that'll be fun. Let's do that. Ice cream. So, coincidentally, I took a new one of them, a brand new tub of ice cream, to Mama Molly's house for the charity stream. You guys remember? Well, we used 1 or 2 scoops for the crepes, put it back in the freezer. We forgot about it until now. Yesterday I went over there and I said, oh, I've come to pick up my ice cream. And my brother was like, do you really think ice cream would last, especially Connoisseur, which is like a nice brand. He said, do you really think that would last in the freezer for 2 months? He goes, you are crazy. He goes, you are so dumb. I was like, well, you guys told me you were doing keto and you were being healthy. I don't know. I just assumed that they wouldn't, they'd forget about it. Turns out they didn't. Okay. You'd have to ask Rose. She's out there drifting. She's got time on her hands. Let's do this glass. It's pretty. I don't know any roses. Okay. Good morning, Miss Nido. I don't know why I looked at Beware and I was like, what? That's wrong. Miss Neats, thank you for joining us. How's your day? I'm getting all my days confused. I keep thinking that it's Monday and then I was about to say, how's your Friday? It's been a week. Okay. This ice cream doesn't have there's not a lot in here. That's it. 2 meager scoops. Okay. So, this is pistachio spread, spreadable pistachio cream. I got this from Costco the other day. You're just going to give it a stir to get that oil back in there. I have a feeling this will be my DOTD. Okay. So we've got pistachio spread, ice cream, vanilla ice cream. It's kind of a brownie ice cream actually. Okay. Like that. I see if I've got more fruit. More ice cream in the fridge. Oh. I got like crappy ice cream, I think. That's interesting. What's interesting? Okay. There we go. You can tell that this is cheap ice cream. Look at the bright white colour. It's like I've never seen vanilla ice cream, vanilla bean ice cream. It's usually kind of got a yellowy tinge to it due to the fat content. The brighter vanilla is more healthy. You reckon? Okay, rose water. Just need a really tiny bit of this. There we go. Like that. Are you ready? There we go. Look at that. Pistachio. So I'm going to call this a baklava affogato. You've got rose water, you got nuts, so we're using pistachio, but you could use whatever. Look at that. Sweet. Yes. Have a taste. Not for you, Luxing. You could definitely add Frangelico or some liqueur, amaretto. Ooh. This is good. The rose is very slight. You could probably add a little bit more rose. Pistachio is really yummy. True moldy style. Spilt it on my top. You think the colour is putting you off? The brown colour or the green colour? What happens if I turn it around? You won't know that it's... Look at that. Just coffee. It does have chunks of brownie in there.
Delicious.
And thank you for 4 months on 3 month streak. Thank you for continued support. Appreciate you. I'm not a fan of rose water or floral taste. Not even elderflower. Oh my goodness. And cheers to you. Thank you for continuing your sub. Delish. Okay. I'm gonna grab some steak out of the freezer. Oh, can you guys hear this dog? Can you hear the dog? Just like cries when the owners are out. And they were out all day yesterday. Oh. Breaks my little heart. Yeah, the neighbour's dog. She's been doing it, we've lived here now for 2.5 years. She does it all the time, but it's just, I think she's just getting older and she's basically nearly blind. That is just getting worse. Yeah, it's sad. The neighbour. No, the dog. The dog. The neighbour's dog. The neighbour's dog. Our neighbour dog will sometimes cry out the window at us, but that's because he actually knows us and thinks we should be able to jailbreak him if we're home. He's like, yeah, let me play with you. I get that. Okay. What other coffee things shall we do? Coffee steak. I'm thinking maybe a bed of, I don't know, couscous. It's really hard to find things that are savoury that have coffee in them. So would you like to do like a couscous salad with coffee steak, or do a coffee, like a rich beef gravy, coffee gravy with mashed potato? What do you think? We officially have 2 hours left. I think it needs more rose. I shouldn't drink anymore. Beef? Yeah, but what about beef? Mash, mash, mash. I think I've made actual mash on stream in a long time. I'll show you how I do mash. Beef coffee mash, okay? You don't have to ask me twice. He's going. Okay, my things are growing, friends, but that's okay. Whatever it is, you can send it to me for lunch tomorrow. I go on break at noon. Sure thing. So these little things, just cut off, throw them in the bin. As long as they're not soft, too soft, that one's bad. Yeah, it's fine. As long as they're still firm. Oh, that one is, cut it off. Yeah, that's fine. Obviously, I haven't looked at these potatoes in a while. He's going with this. How was the Malaysian food? You happy with it? Okay. Take this away. And saucepan, like that. All we need to do is, it doesn't matter what size, as long as they're even cooking. You cut them up, the smaller they are, the faster they'll cook, okay? So let's go across that. In half. Guys, I'm pinging already, my head. You know, you get that, like when you drink caffeine, you get that like excitable feeling. It wouldn't usually matter because I'd just let it like wear off, but I need to be able, I want to be fully present on this meeting I've got. I need to be focused. All right, so we're just gonna test you. Okay.
Have you been paying attention?
Does anyone remember the rule that I talk about, where if something grows, depends on how you cook it, in hot water or cold water? Does anyone remember that rule? Does anyone remember the rule? What is the rule? So we're salting the water. Yes, and so if something grows under the ground, you cook it in cold water and bring it to the boil. If something grows above the ground, wheat to make pasta, grows above the ground, you put it in boiling water and then cook it. Cool? So potatoes grow under the ground, so then we start it in cold water and bring it up to the boil. Below ground, add it to cold water. Yes. All right, let me get you VIP. What is this song? I'm going to give you... ANNESO 09. For some reason, this rendition reminds me of, is it Granny from Looney Tunes? Is it Granny? Powerful Women by Pitbull and Dolly. Wow. Is this a recent thing? Okay. I don't know. Oh no, it's finished. Damn it, I missed it. Okay, so I did have one of these from Smoky Q that was coffee, but I think I may have left it at Paul's house. Stepdad Paul. Okay. So what we're gonna do, open this. This is their original barbecue rub. Ooh, smells good. We're just gonna add some coffee into it. We're gonna make our potatoes. And then we're going to, something that I learned the other day, we're gonna make some soy sauce, some red wine vinegar to make our gravy, to give it some beautiful umami flavor. Everyone say, umami, umami. So, red wine vinegar, and then soy sauce. Soya, 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 soya sauce. This one. Cool? Umami. Soy sauce, red wine vinegar, this. Oh, I forgot the ground. Just get ground coffee. Coffee grounds. Okay, so here, try and get in the habit of leaving that out. Okay, chuck that in there, grind. Okay, so we're gonna add some on the steak, and then we're also going to add some to create the gravy. Ooh, wee wee, mommy. Okay. Beautiful. Heating that nicely. I don't want to go to bed on coffee nut, but I must. Have a fantastic sleep. We'll see you next time.
Delicious.
Delicious espresso. Welcome in. Order up. Ding ding. Maddie, thank you for the raid. Bring on everybody. Come on in. It is National Espresso Day. I don't know which nation is celebrating, but the mods have told me that today is National Espresso Day. So we are doing all things coffee. We have already done coffee Japanese souffle pancakes, you know, the wibbly wobbly flat pancakes. We made coffee version of that with a mocha, like a chocolate ganache with coffee in it. Drizzled over top with strawberries. And then we've done a baklava affogato. So we did a scoop of ice cream with pistachio spread, rose water, and then with coffee poured over. And now we are doing a steak. So I have some top sirloin here, and we're gonna make a mashed potato, and then we're gonna do a coffee gravy, beefy coffee gravy. It's gonna be good. We'll have to get the plunger coffee. Yeah? So we've got some coffee grounds, which is a Vietnamese coffee variety that we bought yesterday from a company called 7 Trees. So it's Arabica from Vietnam. It's very nice with kind of hazelnut caramel notes. And then we were using some Akona as well. I love those Japanese pancakes. It's one of my emotes. Oh! They're a bit flat now, but this is what it looked like. Hold on. I'm using my pedal, and sometimes I miss it. My Elgato pedal. Look at that. They were fatter before, but damn, they were good. Big and fluffy. They were so good. With that strawberries and a coffee chocolate sauce. Whew. So now we're going Savoury Town. Back to Savoury Town. So today we are using this Smoky Q barbecue, original barbecue rub. We're gonna add some coffee. I'm gonna rub our steak with that. And then we're gonna add some more umami flavor with some soy sauce, some acidity with some red wine vinegar, maybe a bit of MSG in there, a bit of heavy pepper. Okay. So I defrosted this a little bit too much. It's a bit cooked on the outside. Maddie, how was your stream? I'm being so rude. Welcome in, guys. My name is Molly. We're a cooking stream here in Australia. We cook simple, delicious food, themed food. We recreate different food items from games, TV shows, or movies. We make some simply yummy food. And we are big fans of Maddie. Maddie, what are you up to today? If you haven't watched, our lovely friend Maddie does a lot of music. He's a very talented musician we didn't know about. Does Elder Scrolls, done a bit of cooking, variety, and Iffy as well. Hey, If. Breakfast burritos and hash browns. No gaming? Any gaming today? And this is our sous chef Chess. Hi, buddy. This is Chester. You being a good boy? Dragon's Dogma today as well. As a soap. So what is Dragon's Dogma? I've never heard of it. So if she is celebrating Espresso Day in Australia, then I still have time to celebrate in the morning. Yeah. It's National Espresso Day wherever you are in the world. Whatever time you want. Single player RPG. Okay. Okay. Trying to find another knife. It's a bit dirty. Yeah? Your husband just finished? Okay, so this is not something that I've spoken about in a while, but is there many of you guys that like reading or listening to audiobooks? I have been listening to an audiobook for the last few months, and I think a lot of you guys would like it. It's kind of like Hunger Games meets like RPG. It is amazing. So it's called Dungeon Crawler Carl. My brother Belgor got me interested in it, and I was like, oh, no, not really for me. Because I'm usually into like autobiographies or, self-development books. Like, I'm into stuff that will like teach me. But oh my goodness, the audiobook is way better than reading. It's the voices make it. So it's narrated by Jeff Hayes. He does incredible voices, but basically the premise of it is it's kind of like Hunger Games meets video games, but you are listening to on the behalf of Carl as he goes through. It's kind of like Silo, like you're working through a dungeon and you've got, you know, your mana, your stat points, you get loot boxes, and you're kind of like participating in the Hunger Games. It's PvP versus and PvE, and I think you guys would really like it. I'm on the last book, the 6th book. It's the most audiobooks or most books I've listened or read in quick succession. This is my 6th book in the year. You should try it out. Look into it. It's really good. Is this a segue into a new audiobook by Exceed? No. Yeah, Dungeon Crawler Carl, okay? Just, I think that it will be, I'm hoping that it will be picked up and they'll create a series out of it. It's just so good. The characters, just big fan. Sorry, it just when you're talking about RPG, it just reminded me. Okay. So, Dungeon Crawler, the same as Lot Lizard. Not very similar at all. Dungeon Crawler, like what Nito just wrote, and then Carl, Carl. Dungeon Crawler Carl. All right, so we're adding coffee in here, like that. Flip it over. So you've got ground coffee. So they say to not rub, to pat, okay? Because when you rub, you're kind of moving the granules around, whereas if you pat, you're pressing it into them. The voice can make or break it, for me at least. Oh my gosh, like the narration of the books are incredible. It takes like the pacing of his voice as Carl takes a little bit to get used to. It sounds like it's a bit exhausting, but the range of voices, what he does, and the style, his voice changes over the books. It's amazing. I seriously, I think that you guys would love it. I was very dubious. Belgor was like, my brother was like me. He was like, it's amazing, and he wouldn't stop talking about it. And we were joking because he paid for the book first 2 books for me. And like every day he'd ring up and be like, how do you like it? What's going on? What do you think so far? And I was like, come on, dude. And then I got into it, and it is so good. I'm waiting. I can't really talk about it too much because Exceed hasn't listened to it yet. He's starting from tomorrow maybe on his commute to work. But I'm a big fan. And just the range of vocals, the characters, it's way better as an audiobook than a physical reading. It just comes to life. The agency or the studio that produces these type of audiobooks, they ruin audiobooks for you, no joke. For fiction books, I can't wait to get into more of them because it just comes to life with the narration. He puts on different voices for different for different characters. It's just so good, so good, so good. Again, so good. Let me know what you think, Liz. But take about an hour or something to get into, or a few hours. Don't dismiss it initially. All right. So these are cooking, getting there. Go a little bit longer. Constellation. We've got our pen here. Sadly, my diamond won't have shine too long tonight. That's all right. You have opportunities to get another one, Anne. So, do I have any broccoli or broccolini? What can we do with this? Ooh, I have broccolini. Look at that. So, see, Anne, thank you for hanging out with us. Hope you have a great night. And we'll see you on Saturday. Friday night for you. Okay. Take the end off like that. I like to take some of these like scabby little leaves off. Like that. And then a little hack. You know what you do is when you've got it how you want, just chuck it in with the potatoes. Like that. And push it in there. We're just hijacking the hot water, the salty water. I love that. In me. Okay. Yes. Now, just gonna clean this frying pan. Big day today, big day. Big, oh, you're so beautiful, Juby. You want a treat? I'll give you a treat. They're in here now. I can't see you very well. You want more? Sweet Jess, he is. He's a good boy. You know, I'm hyper vigilant of him. So anytime he does something different, like he sits in a different position or, you know, he sleeps in, I just get very nervous about that he's getting sick again or that he's deteriorating, or like now I'm trying to feed him more because I feel like he's losing weight. He looks skinnier, but I think he's fine, but very hyper vigilant and just try and spoil him when I can. Okay. Nice. So we're keeping the skin on because we were lazy. That's okay. Not lazy. It's just, you know, choose your battles. Should have got a... if these are done to your likeness, blanch, put them in cold water, but because they're still a little bit undercooked, I'm just going to let them sit and cool down slowly. Okay. Strain that. We're making steak. Peppercorn, not peppercorn, coffee steak. Okay. Okay. So, something that my brother taught me from traditional French cookery. This is, you want to learn how to level up your mashed potato and make it incredible. One of the big things is the variety of potato you use. And the other thing is what you do with the cream or the butter. So Belgor taught me this is not for the health conscious, okay? This is it's a sometimes Christmas special event thing. You want to get cream like this. You can put a bit of butter in there, but cream is basically butter. So I always just do this. Okay. This here. And what you're gonna do is you are going to brown and reduce your cream. So you're gonna brown the fat, the milk solids in there. So like you want to use brown butter. And we're gonna reduce the cream. So we're gonna evaporate the water content off. We're gonna add some salt. And that is gonna give you this nutty, rich, fat that is then going to be mixed in your mashed potatoes. It is a surefire way to impress yourself and your friends and family. But it is not healthy. No, well, that's the wrong way to think about it, isn't it? It is a sometimes food. You know, you don't want to be eating it all the time. Look at this. So these are royal blue potatoes, very similar to like a Yukon Gold. They're really really starchy. They absorb a lot of moisture, so they'll absorb a lot of cream or butter, and they create a really creamy, thick mash. Okay, Google National Espresso Day April for me. See what that comes up.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Hey Google, what National Espresso Day is in April?
Sorry, I don't understand. But I found
Okay.
something similar. You want to know, is today National Espresso Day?
Yes. Maybe it's not the US.
On the website nationaldaycalendar.com, they say, National Espresso Day, November 23rd. To find out more, look for the link in your Google Home or Google Assistant app.
I can't be blamed because it was neato. Nights of National Espresso Day, Thursday 11th, April 17th, which is today. Wednesday, April 17th, April 17th. Yeah, okay. See, it's April. But neato, what country? Which, Australia or where? The good thing, it kind of picks up some of your skins, so you don't have all the skins in there. If you want to smooth the mash. Like that. Beautiful. Also, hey! See, look, that's the cream. And we're just cooking that down, okay? So we're reducing it, evaporating the moisture. Creating that nutty. But it also does say Italy is the 23rd of November. We'll just have to do it back again in November. Okay. So cook that down. We'll do it how Belgo does it. So he adds a bit of butter as well. And we add salt. Coffee twice a year? Shocking. Oh, I'm gonna need some water. I've had too much coffee already. It's the equivalent of, where's my water bottle? What? Inside the couch. Oh, I love that. You know when you pick up like your water bottle from like hours or days later, it's still got ice in it? Yes. Okay. So the plan is to get this thick. So cooking it down. It's full cream, so it shouldn't, the emulsion, it shouldn't separate or it shouldn't curdle from the high heat. So we're just evaporating water content, and then the butter will brown. You know, like when we talk about brown butter, the nuttiness from the milk solids. I average about 4 coffees a day. Damn. I usually have 1 coffee, sometimes 2, but Sometimes none. I might just drink tea. But I've been having coffee in the mornings. I think when it's, I think it's highly psychological, where you're tired, so that you choose coffee when I'm tired, or like when it's darker in the morning, when I need to get up, I choose coffee. It has to be psychological, because I did tell you guys that I read that study years ago about coffee being the biggest form of Stockholm syndrome. That they said that as humans don't actually enjoy the taste of coffee, but you're psychologically, societally, like has ingrained in us that coffee equals energy, and that, you know, that we don't actually enjoy coffee, but we believe that we need it. Would you agree? Disagree? So you can see it's changed colour, kind of going a bit nutty. It's definitely getting thicker. You see that? Bubbles are reducing because there's less water content. Amazing. Look at that. Why is it yellow? Why am I yelling at you? Why is it yellow? Have you been paying attention? Why is this yellow? Why is it getting a yellow appearance?
The rhubarb going.
We haven't decided what we're doing with the rhubarb yet. So he just came in and says, what's happening with the rhubarb?
And then the shortbread going.
On shortbread, are you going to the office?
Yeah.
You okay? Exceedy is going to the office, so we need to make shortbread. Look at that, look how thick that is.
I asked about the brownies
What do you mean?
last week. We'll bring in brownies.
So you, who asked about the brownies, blondies?
My colleagues.
Oh, that's cute. Okay, rhubarb shortbread. I don't know if that, it's not caramelizing. Come on, why is this butter and cream yellow? Why has it got a yellow tinge to it?
It's the grass.
That. So that is cream and butter that's been cooked down. You could keep going if you wanted to, but we've got stuff to do. People to see. Because you're yelling at it. Look how happy she is that someone asked about her brownies. So last bi-weekly, whatever you guys call it, you can have the rest of that if you want.
Okay.
There's more. Huh?
Oh, better.
Okay. Yeah, 2 weeks ago, I made blondies for him to take to work into the office, and it got cancelled, so he didn't end up going. So I took them to work, took them to the gym. And so he just said that his colleagues asked about them. But this week they're getting, have you told them they're getting shortbread?
Yeah.
Oh, and he's told them they're getting shortbread. The pressure's on. Where'd my masher go? Okay. And the fat content, yes, Dex. The fat content in here is, why is the fat content yellow? Next time, don't cancel, right? Okay. So this is our deliciously rich mashed potatoes. No joke. These mashed potatoes will change your life. These like marry me and have my baby's mashed potatoes, if that's what you want. Like impress. Oh my goodness, they're so good. You know, you get, there's something already called marry me potatoes or whatever. It's yellow because of the grass. Thank you. Okay. You could add more cream or more milk in there. But seriously, the flavour of these. Rhubarb crumble bars. I like the idea of that. But now I have to make shortbread. But maybe we'll do like a strawberry syrup or something, a raspberry, I don't know, a little bit of MSG, because why not? If you're going to try MSG for the first time, how do I recommend trying it? Potatoes, anything potatoes. Put it on fries, put it through mash. MSG levels up your mash or anything potatoes. Fries. Yum. So good. Oh, there's a bit of broccoli in here. Broccolini. MSG and fried rice. Yeah? Okay. Can I take this off? Not with my bare hands. There's a cookbook Molly has that explains it all in detail. There is. Yes, it's called The Science of Cooking. Good one, Dex. I'm going to give you VIP. You already have VIP. You've always VIP. Did you know that you're always VIP? Okay, so we've got our coffee rub here. Like that. We're going to heat up here. A little bit of oil. Like that. We'll get some tongs. Heat this up. I'm going to cook our steak. And then with the drippings, we'll make a gravy. So these are top sirloin steak. I really like them. They're leaner, but they're a really great steak. They melt in your mouth. And so I just cut it in half. It was a thick piece, so I'll cut it in half so I can do some thinner slices. And then we've got our mashed potato, our broccolini, and then we're gonna make a really thick, not thick, but a really rich beef coffee gravy. Coffee's really robust. It goes really nicely with beef. Okay. Oh, not hot enough yet. So this is what we're using, but we're adding ground coffee to it. They actually have a coffee one, but I thought it was here, but it must be at my stepdad's house. Hello? What are you doing? What are you doing? That's an Australian thing. Boffy, Keith. You're very cute. Romy's here as well. Romy's looking very cute. We washed them yesterday. Oh, no, I keep getting my days confused. Today's not Monday. Today's Wednesday. We washed them on Sunday. And I tried a new conditioner with Romeo, and his hair looks really good. How many of you guys I don't know how often you're meant to. How often do you wash your dogs or your pets? I don't think you know, we have this conversation all the time. Like, I'm not familiar with cats. I'm not a cat person. I don't grow up with cats. Cats are like aliens to me, so I always have to ask Exceed certain things about them. Like, did they do this? You know, what's this whole like kneading thing that they do? The other thing is, some people say that they wash their cats. I've seen videos of people washing their cats, and then I see other videos where cats don't like water. What is the truth? Do some cats actually enjoy water? It's like, I feel like it's something you have to train them from like young to like when they're really little. My dog rarely gets washed unless they have been in mud or something. Okay. Garfield and the others get a very generous, gentle flea spray during flea season. Garfield is the cat. Kittens get a bath if they're lucky, but otherwise same treatment. I bathed mine since they were kittens. How often do you say you do that? How often do you bath them? Okay. I'm going to use half of this. Coffee. More of this rub. This is for our gravy base. And I'm going to put some beef stock powder in there. Cats, some cats definitely like water. Okay. Like that. Some cats do like water, and bathing them does make them soft, but it's not necessary. They will keep themselves clean. The one cat, she was super fat and wasn't able to clean herself easily, so maybe like once a month. Okay, interesting. Pomelo would tear my eyes out if I even tried, so I leave her alone. The bird, okay. I remember I used to have budgies, and they used to really like dripping water on them, and that would help them clean themselves. And bird baths. So we've tried, since Chester's, his issue with the steroids, his fur is going really dry. So we're starting like once a week to wash them and to condition them. Just because they're both getting older and just to add more nutrients into their fur, the vet has recommended. I like watching birds bath themselves in my dog's water bowl. It's very, yeah, it is, isn't it? Okay. Trying to find the plate that I want, but I can't. Let's try this one. Okay. Got a bit of crust, especially on this side. So I'm just gonna kind of like that. Let them sit here. We're gonna let them rest. And then into here, there's not a lot of drippings, right? There's not a lot of meat drippings. So we've got our coffee grounds, our stock powder, and the seasoning. Then I'm gonna grab some water. So there's a little bit of pan juices, but not much. Like this. Okay. So into here, I'm gonna add some saltiness, some umami, which is the soy sauce. A little bit of this. And then some acidity, some vibrance, some like freshness is your red wine vinegar. Okay. I'm gonna grab a spoon to taste. So what we're going for is, press my pedal, we're going for a nice gravy. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna add a bit more pepper. So I want that pepper heavy with the coffee. Hello, Manzi. I'm gonna add a little bit more beef stock powder. Alrighty. Luminology, welcome back. How you been? How you been doing this week? It's lovely to see you. Oh, yum. That is really good. I'm going to add a little bit more water just to make it go further. And do you want to, should we do a cream gravy or like more of a jus? Should we make it creamy or keep it like this? What do you think? Been good, working long hours, busy season. What, if you don't mind me asking, what do you do for work? What makes it the busy season? I feel like you've told me, but Okay. Creamy. One vote for creamy. What do you think? Could add mushroom to this, would be really good. Oh my goodness. So, creamy or nah? Oh my gosh, so strong. Turn the heat right down so it doesn't evaporate as much. I have a sign company. Spring is when most events are happening. Wow, okay. How long have you been doing that? A lot of weddings in spring, I can imagine, doing signs for spring. Is that the type of signs you do? 25 years, goodness. That's amazing. Okay, so turn the heat right down. We're gonna add in this corn flour. Cornstarch. It's gonna help thicken. Or you could just reduce it down. You've got to be aware that starch changes the way flavour molecules move around your tongue and your mouth. And if you use too much, the flavour will taste, the sauce will taste watery and it will lose flavour. Okay. And last thing, have a taste. Oh, that's good. And then we're going to add a little bit of butter to finish it off with all French sauces. Finish off with a bit of butter. Fat makes it like more luxurious on your mouth, in your mouth, not on your mouth. Can you see that? See the coffee granules in there. Oh, wow. On nights, weekends, I run my other company, developing, managing, hosting 400 websites. Oh my goodness. Damn. Wow. That is impressive. Okay. Cat Janice, dance out of my head. Okay. Alrighty. So we're going to grab our steaks here. It looks black to you, don't they? That looks a bit better. Okay. So next time you make a gravy, think about adding some coffee. All right. What blush am I using? Oh, goodness. Usually I use one from MAC, but this one's from in my contour set. I can tell you if you want. Look at that. Oh. Look at that. This one's cooked a bit more. This is what Exceed will eat. Or maybe not. It's a bit. I'll recook it for him. Look at that. Yes. Okay. Like this. Okay, we've got our mash. So the mash, remember we've cooked with, or created in a saucepan some butter and some cream. We've cooked that down to evaporate the water content, and Brown the butter. We added that to our mashed potatoes, our royal blue mashed potatoes. I'm just trying to find. It's a lot of mash. Be too much mash. Okay. This was that song that you guys were telling me about, the mum with the royalties for the son. Am I thinking this is the right song? Is this the right song? Yes, ma'am. I did leave the skin on, yep. Okay. Are you ready for this sauce? So guys, National Espresso Day, just coffee day today. Look at that. What do we think? Oh my gosh, this sauce is so good. Wow. Wow. Let's have a, give me some. But I still listen to the song at least once a day still for the, nice. Okay. Potato, bit of steak. Look at that. You see all the coffee on there, rich flavour. Mmm. Mmm. I think you could do it with salmon. It's a little bit more robust. You'd probably a little bit less coffee. Pass or smash? Smash. Yum. That sauce is so good. Mmm. The mashed potato. Oh my goodness. So I only use maybe like half a cup, 3/4 of a cup of cream. Belgor would do like twice as much and reduce it way down. And adding the broccolini as well. Still crunchy. Just refreshes your palate. That's it. The rest has got way too much seasoning on it. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'll put that here. What do we think? So far we've made, what is your preference? What is your favorite? A dish of the day so far? We've done coffee pancakes. We have done, what have we done? Coffee pancakes. We've done a baklava tiramisu, and we've done coffee encrusted steak with a coffee gravy. What are you feeling so far, guys? Just doing the dishes. I hate doing like being off screen and doing this, but I'm trying to, I've been saying this for the last 7 years, so I'm like a broken record, but I'm trying to do better dishes to create less mess and have a cleaner kitchen. So help me. Steak so far, 2 for steak. But Mum, I want the steak. So what, tell me. What is your dish of the day so far? Pancakes. Just scraping this gravy on here for Exceed. What is your DOTD? I'm coming in there. Maybe you need a dish bin under the sink. Because I can get like a load on during stream and then just reduces the dishes. I get on a jump start on it, you know? Made a dish bin under the sink during stream or counter. A dish bin. What do you mean a dish bin? Like to put things there? Do you mean? All right, we're gonna get into, I'm gonna make a rhubarb syrup. I need to do something with this rhubarb. Get Exceed off my back. Need to do something with rhubarb. It's looking a bit sad. I'll send a photo tomorrow. It's like a big container. You put your dish stuff in there while you're working. Oh, okay. But it doesn't like, I need to put it in the dishwasher. I need to get it cleaned as soon as possible. That's what I'm talking about. I've got bench space. I've got places for it to be and stack up, but then it just stays there. Yeah, like now, I can turn this on. It's like half my dish is gone. Look at that. Working smarter. Oh, mine is work for hand washing. No. I hate hand washing. So I only do what doesn't fit in the dishwasher. Yeah, I get you. Okay. So that rhubarb is a bit sad, so we can throw that one out, but the rest we've got to make into something. So there we go. Chop off the shitty ends. Yeah, I get what you mean. So you take the tub to the sink. I get that. I have 2 sinks that I usually soak stuff in, but it's more about like the dishes just stack up and then I have to wait for the dishes to get done in the dishwasher, and then they're sitting there and getting dry and things like that. Okay. I don't know when. When is it? When is rhubarb past its prime? Probably now, but we can't waste it. There we go. So we're just going to chop this into parts, and we're going to simmer it in some sugar water to make a syrup, and we go from there. Figure out what we're going to use it with. So rhubarb. Do you guys cook rhubarb with a little bit of lemon juice as well as sugar? I think that's what my grandma did. How you doing, Tinker Baby? All right, like that. And then touch of salt, just a pinch, just to balance the sweetness. There we go. Sugar. Just spilled it, guys. I just spilled it. Okay, what's the time? 10:59. 11, 1 hour. We got this. Okay, shortbread time. We're gonna make the Molly shortbread. Does anyone remember what the shortbread is influenced by, this recipe? What it's called on the website? A certain TV show? Ted Lasso, yes. How many of you have seen Ted Lasso? Good one, mods. How many of you have seen Ted Lasso? Still yet to watch it. Okay, a personal opinion, the season 1 and 2 are the best. I don't like the later season, the last season, as much. It's a very good show. Okay, the things you'll need are a grater. What do you need a grater for, Molly? You'll see. Then we need butter. We need sugar, a little bit of sugar. We need plain flour. It's a very simple recipe that will give you really amazing results. It's a very buttery. We do grate the butter. We need some flour. Great. We're gonna have a great time. So you don't want to use bread flour. You want to use plain flour because we want a nice buttery, flaky result. A little bit of corn flour, cornstarch. Bring the recipe up. Okay. Beep-beep-beep. Shortbread. The recipe was supposed to be up yesterday or today, the new recipe. I'm hoping that to get it up by this afternoon. I have a meeting at 12:30 and then I have a doctor's appointment at 2:50. So I'll probably be working later tonight, but if not, it'll be definitely up tomorrow. Exceed's out of the house, so Molly can put some loud music on, dance around, do some video editing, and get it up. Molly, I get wild. Not really. It's weirdly nice when Exceed's in the office. I don't know, it just feels different. I can make noise without worrying about him, interrupting him. Only happens once every 2 weeks. But because we're always with each other, 24/7, it's just that nice bit of separate. He likes it when I'm out of the house too, because he thinks it's quiet. All right, 250 grams of 1 cup of lightly salted butter. So it's 2 sticks. I love when Mr. B goes interstate to visit family. Well, we've never like done that. You guys know that since we've been together, when we first started dating a few months later, Ixie went to Nepal. He was meant to be in Nepal for 3 weeks. He came home after a week. I think it was just 5 or 6 days because he missed me. He was like, why am I trekking by myself when, like, why am I, yeah. And so he turned around and flew home, which was amazing. And then, other than like work trips that are like 1 or 2 days apart, like we work and we live together. Yeah, We're just always, you know, we don't get sick of each other. Sometimes we like our own space. Like I go to the one end of the house and whatever. And we don't talk throughout the day, but we're always around each other. We love each other. Yeah. It's like my best friend. Okay.
Can you please finish this dog?
Excuse me. Chester.
Yeah.
He just walked out and said, "Can you please feed this dog, Chester?"
He just keeps crying, and my food's not good enough.
He doesn't want ziwi. He wants steak.
Isn't he good?
Yeah, try it. See, we'll get the review from Exie trying the steak. It took Mr. B 8 weeks to start missing me when I was in India. How were you together then? Like how long have you been dating together? But that was not English. How long have you been together then? Or when it comes to work trips, this mama is on the loose.
Good.
You like it?
Good sauce.
Good sauce, right? It's a good sauce. You like the mash?
You done better.
Okay. He said I've done better mash.
Good sauce though.
Damn, Simo says a big cold iced latte with an extra shot of espresso would be good right now. Okay. We've been together for like 5 years. Ooh.
Anyway, can you feed me?
Yes. What do you want to eat? You want a pizza? You have to take it outside. You don't eat your normal dog food. You're not eating ziwi. You just want steak. But I can't give you steak. He won't agree with your tum-tum. Oh, here's Romy. Folks sit around the corner, food. So I just woken up. 12-hour shift. Ooh! Out of sight, out of mind. I get that, Nito. You are very cute boy. What can I feed you? You had a whole lamb shank yesterday. As a long distance person, I love nothing more than sitting in the same room and doing nothing. Have been together 5 years, no issues. Nice. Yeah, like it's everybody's different. Every relationship's different. I have girlfriends whose partners are fly in, fly out, and I don't know how they do it. Like, I thought about getting like a mining job or something like that, but like my friend Amy just got a mining job, and she works a week in, a week on, a week off. And like the idea of that being away from the family for a week would be so hard. And some people have no choice, I get that. But I don't know if I could do it. The money would be good, but yeah, I don't know how my girlfriends do it with their husbands. Isn't that how funny, how different we are? Yeah, and there's no right or wrong. You know, I know that people think that it's probably ludicrous that I spend so much time with Exceed and we aren't away from each other. We do nearly everything together. But that's just how we are. Yeah, everyone's different. Morning, OCR, welcome in. Okay. Operation Feed Chester. You're gonna want some of this? Try to be quiet. Go roughly 3 days before I need to come home and be with the kids and Mike. Yeah. I just enjoy his company a lot. We're doing stuff or not. Yeah, there's time where we get on each other's nerves or whatever, and we just spend less time next to each other. Good boy. Okay, so now we want 200 grams or 1 1/3 cup here of flour. Oh my God, I didn't even turn it on. And the teeny weeny teeth.
Pet the dog!
He's getting treats. Who said pet the dog? Good boy. He's eating treats, you can't see it. So we give them ziwi, which is kind of like a dehydrated. You can give it to them as a whole meal, or you can give it to them as treats. It's it's full of like green lip mussels and liver, I think liver, I don't know. What does it say? Gently air dried. Free range grass-fed beef. Green lip mussels from New Zealand. Yeah, so it's got organ meat, raw beef, air dried, and basically it's really helped with chests. Is egg yolk good for puppies? I give it to my kitty. Yeah, egg yolk can be good. Ziwi is exy, but great quality. Yeah, so when Chester was really unwell, that's what he ate because he thought it was like treats. And that's what he would eat. So we feed him that. But then at night time, they get Prime 100 dog roll, which is expensive too. But like when he's got cancer, you know, for now he can have some good food. And then he has like chicken every now and then. The vet has said that for his teeth, she said that the risk of raw food, raw bones, compared to helping his teeth, gingivitis, not gingivitis, the other one. She said that he's okay to eat bones, like bigger bones that you can rip meat off and stuff, helping his incisors. So he's been having lamb shanks from Costco. So I take off half of the meat for Romeo, and then Chester has the bone. I have 3 25-kilo dogs. There ain't no Ziwi in this house. Yeah. So for him, the Ziwi, because it's air dried, it's only like a cup is a main meal for him. But the price has gone up. This is 4 kilos, which is about 8 pounds. That costs us $220, about between $220 to $260. We try and get it on sale. It lasts us a few months. Yeah, but hey, you are beautiful. And Potsdam, welcome in. Mail. Yeah, Purple Kitchen. What are we making, Jennifer? That's it. I was like, Potsdam, you're already been in. I'm not saying hello to you. Jennifer, how you been? We are making. Well, now we're doing shortbread. We did coffee, espresso things before. We're going to be doing some shortbread from the website, which is the Ted Lasso shortbread. And then we're going to make like a coffee ganache and or coffee chocolate. And we're going to dip the shortbread sticks in that. And then maybe some cannolis. Because today is somewhere in the world, it's Espresso Day. I was told it was National Espresso Day, but we don't know which nation. The Molly Nation, I think. Okay, so 200 grams of plain flour, and we're going to add in. I'm gonna play around with this because I wanted to make some changes. I'm going to do 50 grams of corn flour. He's gone. He's left some seaweed. He just wants steak. I remember one of your puppies has eyebrows. Chest. That's Romeo. Yeah, he's very beautiful face. So I'm just taking my own recipe and I'm just tweaking it real quick. So you want flour, cornstarch, with a bit of salt. And the sugar that we're going to be using is powdered icing sugar. Okay? So that has corn flour or cornstarch in it already to stop the sugar from going hard. So there's two different types of icing sugar, powdered sugar. You have pure icing sugar, which is basically just regular sugar ground down to make a powder. But what happens is sugar is hygroscopic, so it draws the moisture in from the environment and it goes really hard really quickly. So if you don't use it, you need to do it in an airtight container or vacuum seal it, or like it goes to waste really quickly. Powdered icing sugar or soft icing mixture is blended sugar cut, like mixed with a bit of cornstarch or corn flour so that it absorbs that moisture and stops it from, keeps it nice and soft, stops it from going hard like a rock. Cool? All right. And then into here, about 100 grams powdered icing sugar. Like that. A Bulldog Coolie. I always forget what a Coolie. I've never heard of a Coolie before until you told me. A Staffy Bull Terrier, approximately 10, and we don't know. They're all rescues. Nice. Wash my hands. Okay, now I need to go and get some cold. Free Romy. Romy's just found the dog food on the floor, but he sits and waits. He's pretty well behaved. Good boy. Okay. And then here we want 250 grams, so half of one of these, which is roughly around 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of butter. Guys, I feel like I need a nap. I'm like peaked too early with the caffeine. I'm gonna amp myself up again. Why is it flashing? 250 exactly. What? Wow, your girl, that is amazing. That's when you have more. Sleepy Ellie, I'm gonna need more. But then I wanna be able to like concentrate and like pay attention in the meeting. This meeting could change my life. I've got to be on it. I've got to be on the ball. Have a banana. That's a very motherly thing to say. Okay, so we've got lightly salted butter, block of it so it's firm. You could freeze it for a little bit longer if you want. Flour, corn flour, cornstarch, powdered sugar, okay? You can sift this together if you want. You just want to make sure it's really nicely mixed. Do we know what this meeting is for? Not sure if you shared. I haven't shared. And if it comes to fruition, then I will share. And if not, I'll tell you on the next stream. It's just funny how things come about. Okay. Okay. No. But all right, so butter like this. You just dip it in like that. And then I'm going to get a grater and just grate. And then every now and then, just grab your flour. I'm so nervous and excited. They could be watching right now, so I can't say much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So what do you think, why am I grating the butter? What do you think this achieves with me grating the butter? We're making shortbread. We want a nice texture. What is grating achieving? Looks like cheese, I know. Flakiness. I'll give you VIP in a minute. Even distribution as well, yes. But it's about flakiness. Just like when you're making a pie dough, the butter is going to create layers. It's going to create a really flaky, delicious texture. You have an interview tomorrow, Ali? What kind of interview are you interviewing for? Job or what's it involve? Pre-sale, okay. For like building pre-sale, houses? Good luck. Wishing you all the best. Do you have experience in it before? Like is it a new position? How exciting. What made you choose this? All right. Thank you, Nido. All right, that is our butter. Look at that, huge. We might not have time to do the dipping in the ganache, but we can make the ganache at least. Okay. Guys, I was at, looks like Bingsu. I was at Spotlight, like a craft store, and I was trying to find bigger glass bowls. They didn't have any. This is like the largest glass bowl I have. I have one big, really big bowl, ceramic bowl. Through a company that a couple of my former co-workers are at, and I'd like to transfer to a different department for a little bit. Nice. I swear I'm going to be banned from Spotlight. Why? Okay, so now we start rubbing it in like that, like this. Okay. And then what you should have done is, where's it gone? Vanilla bean paste. Where you at? Come on, me. Guys, where's my vanilla bean paste gone? That in Kmart. Kmart's got some good stuff. You know, if we can have kids, there's a lot of stuff at Kmart and Target. Especially for newborns, because they grow so quickly. You know, and a lot of things that come out of the same factory and they're just branded with different names. Okay, vanilla usually lives there. It's gone missing. I squeezed it in before, and now I don't know where I put it. Can't have shortbread without vanilla. Vanilla. Look at this. It's my syrup. What the heck? I'm turning 21 in a little over a month. People are asking me to gift ideas. When's your birthday? You're like the 25th of May? People are asking me what I want. And I don't know what I want. I always tell them to talk to Exceed. He knows me. He knows me the best. So I said to Exceed, what do I want? What do I need? Where do I put it? For the 21st, well, you know what's really great? A backpack. So like a few years ago for Christmas, my mum bought me a nice backpack, like a black pleather backpack, and it's fantastic. That's what I'm asking for Christmas from my mum again, because did you put it in the fridge? Maybe you usually put things in the fridge. No. Part of me wants to, because I have another one, might just open the new one. But that's a bit naughty, isn't it? Oh, nope, that's the new one. I got really excited. Shall we? It has to be here. Cannoli. Good travel vouchers, especially if you think you're going to travel. It's not in the pantry. Weird. Oh no. My dishwasher was on fast mode. Damn it. I'll put it on again. Put it on for a proper cycle. Oh my good golly. You know, it'll turn up. It'll be underneath something. What the heck? Right, I'm just using this, and we'll deal with it later. Travel vouchers, like flight vouchers, or stuff that you'll vanilla. Send everyone a PayPal link. It's pretty good. What I like is that, you know, rather than having small presents, something that you would really like, but I need to sneeze. Something that you'd really like that, you know, that is too expensive or something, asking people to contribute towards that. Like Exceed asked people to contribute to our fridge. So I got the fridge for my 30th. And that was really great. There was like a lot of contribution to something that we really needed, and that we wouldn't have bought as big a fridge as we did. That make sense? An overnight experience, yeah. That's a really good idea. I think this is a square tin, if I remember correctly. I was too bad for asking for money. Okay, so I learned a new trick. So you go like this for a square tin, like you would with a round tin, like this, square, half and half, diagonal, just once, right? And then if I remember correctly, so you go, I did this in one of my videos and I actually worked out. So you want to work out what the diameter, not diameter, but the length, half of the length is, and then you want to cut up, is that right? Yeah. So like that is the length, and then you want to cut. Is that right? Or is it that way? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we're gonna learn together. Yeah, like that, kind of like that, but a little bit longer. So I should have gone, hold on. What have I done wrong? Okay, that. Nope. Yeah, so I should have gone that longer. I shouldn't have cut it that way. Doesn't matter. I'll do a better demonstration one day. Anyway, looks like that. Cool. Skydiving. Skydiving is very cool. If you are interested, I've done it twice. Skydiving is really fun. And it's something that you wouldn't, a lot of people need that extra push. They wouldn't do it themselves. But once you do it, like if someone gets it for you, it's kind of that welcome push. It's really fun. All right, just teaspoon of flour, water. Teaspoon of flour, water into the flour, like that. And we're gonna get our hands back in there. You can use gloves if you want. There we go. And you're just kind of compressing this into a dough, okay? So just kind of pick it up from the bottom and turn it around. Oh gosh. It's a bit sticky. Usually. Oh my goodness. There we go. Cool. Grab this. Usually I don't use my hands when I get to this stage. Bigger mixing bowl for your birthday might be a good goal. Are you hinting at something? Are you saying that I'm messy? I wanna wake up where you are. Yeah, the thing I think about for birthdays and things, it's stuff that you wouldn't usually buy for yourself. Things that you'd like or experiences and stuff. Like with my family, Exceed is really great. I don't know, like every family is different, you know, with what they value and things. My family in general are like, what do you want? Tell me what you want and I'll buy it for you. Whereas Exceed, he pays attention throughout the year and writes notes. We do the same thing for each other. You know, you pay attention and it's just a little bit more thoughtful. I asked for a Mimco travel bag because I couldn't justify the expense. Yeah. And then a lot, like your friends and family will go in like, split it amongst themselves so they don't feel like it's a huge expense for themselves, and they're getting you something bigger that you would really value and use, but you would love, but you wouldn't buy yourself. You're like, they're spoiling you, you know what I mean? Yeah, like suitcases and things like that would be fantastic. No, we don't travel very much, but like I would like a really nice set of like suitcase. So when we do travel, like a matching set one day, that would be fantastic. Especially if like I travelled for work or whatnot. Matching suitcases, nice. It's like a present to both of you. I love that. Okay, so here, taste the dough, it's really yummy. So it looks crumbly, but when it starts to soften in the oven, because of the fat content, it will come together. I need to sneeze again. My husband is like that. I'm so airhead and forget things 5 seconds after. Yes. So OCR, what I do is I write notes to myself throughout the year. If he mentions something that he wants something, or he's, he shorts, threw out some shorts or something, I'll pay attention and I'll write notes, because for me it's a little bit harder. His birthday is the day after Christmas, so I have to buy double the presents at the end of the year, whereas my birthday's in May, so he spreads them out. And it's really hard because I want to buy him a big present for Christmas, and I'm like, what do I buy him for his birthday? Need to get him something as well. But last year we bought each other, we got a Black Friday sale for office chairs, and that was really good. I went to buy him a phone. I gave it to him and he said he didn't want it, so I got it and he got my old phone. It's a pretty good bean, that guy. I feel like I cheated his birthday last year. Okay. So in here we've got no baking powder. It's just, told you what I'd want for my birthday, but I hope it helped. I never know what I want for my birthday. I never know what I want or need. I just think like, yeah, it's really hard. At the end of the day, I don't really need anything. Okay. So, like that. And then we're going to add some sugar on top. Granulated sugar, this. Just tap around if you find it's too thick. And then in the oven. My brother's birthday is the day after Christmas. Oh, really? So it's Boxing Day. We call it Boxing Day, the 26th. There we go. Oh my God, this oven. There we go. I keep looking at this. I'm like, oh, it's the old one, but it's the new one. It's definitely not there, is it? Hasn't dropped down? Nope. I don't know. My brother's birthday is the day after Christmas. My parents used to let him choose to have it on his or one of theirs. So he always got presents from Christmas, and then he would pick one of my parents' birthdays to get his. Oh, I said to Exceed, I said, you can pick any day in the year and that's your birthday. We'll make it special. And he's like, because it does feel bad because people always forget his birthday because they're so involved in the Christmas things and things. And for me and my family growing up for the 24 years before I met him, 22 years, was Christmas Day was like a busy day, and then Boxing Day, the day after Christmas, the 26th, was really relaxed, still with the family, barbecue, like on the water, like on the boats or whatever. And so he always missed out on that type of stuff. It was like I would have to like pull him along and he would miss out on his birthday. But this time, like we try and in the morning have a special morning for him and then do something with my family or whatever. We're getting better at it. My cousin is on Christmas Day and she has hated it all. Yeah. Yep. It's hard. Okay. Look at this. Needs a bit more water. That is our rhubarb syrup. Our rhubarb. I need to sneeze. Doesn't look as red because it's a bit older, but we have some nice flavour. Interesting. I think it definitely needs some acidity. Okay, last but not least, what are we going to do? Cannolis. So I have a bit of mascarpone, some whipped cream. We're going to make a coffee cream, okay? What's in the pot? This is rhubarb syrup. I just needed to use some rhubarb. Okay, got 20 minutes. Okay. Rhubarb is your favourite? Nice. Okay, so whipped cream. 22nd April, cool. But your kitchen smells amazing. You know I can't smell it? That's the unfortunate thing when things like this happen, because your olfactory system, your nasal, like your smelling senses actually switch off because your body gets used to a smell, so that if there's any other smells come up, it highlights that. So that's, when people think, oh, they go into like a really smelly room or whatever, if you stand in there for 5 minutes, your body gets used to it and you don't smell it anymore. Same with good smells. It's so when you're in something you never realise, and then when we go out and walk the dogs, we come back, and then you realise the house smells like fresh bread or roast and things like that. Nose blind, yeah. My son is the same with his room. Yeah. It's got that nice teen funk to it. Yep. Nose blind. Okay, so into here we've got whipped cream. We're going to whip this up. We're going to fold through some mascarpone, and we're going to use some instant coffee. Okay. Or we've got this coffee sauce, chocolate sauce. We might do coffee and then coffee chocolate. And we've got pistachio as well. So whip this. So the agitation helps dissolve the coffee granules, so you don't have to use any water. But what you could do is steep the cream in the coffee, let it cool, strain it, and then whip it. And that would be good too. You get infused cream. Just going to add a touch of powdered sugar. Oh no, that was too much, but it's going to be a bit sweeter than I wanted. It's okay. go. It didn't dissolve as much as I wanted to. But maybe with it just sitting there with the, now it's hydrated, it will dissolve. Okay. Get some of this chocolate. Other adulting questions. Shrink your closet. I am not a person to talk to in terms of clothes. I wear the same things all the time, but I have a lot of clothes in my cupboard that either don't fit me or I never wear because I don't like throwing things out. Or I say to myself, oh, you know, I'll need that one time. I have a big winter wardrobe because I love jackets and jeans, but I always wear the same thing. Okay, so this is mascarpone cream, like a Italian cream cheese. You can use double cream if you want instead of this. Mocha chocolate. Do you guys have like a capsule wardrobe? I'm not very fashionable. For the first 11 years of my life, I thought I was born in June. Hold on. I need to scroll up. I can't really read that very well. Hold on. Can you repost what she wrote in chat? It sneeze. Okay. How's bells? For the first 14 years of my life, I thought I was born in June until my parents told me it was later in the year. Apparently back then, if you were born after June, you had to wait another year to start school, and they didn't think I needed to wait. But it wasn't on your birth certificate? How does that work? Don't you need your birth certificate for school? There's something similar these days. So I was talking to my auntie about, you know, us trying for getting pregnant and whatnot. And she was like, oh, you don't want to have your kid after December. And I was like, why? She said, because your kid will be later in the year. Like they'll be kind of like the youngest in the year group or something. I don't know how it works with the Australian system these days. Yeah, I had to wait to the following year to start school because my birthday is in November. Yeah. Cutoff mark is now end of April. Okay. Yeah, so for instance, like if our kid was born January or February, they would be the youngest in the year group. So if you're born in April, or so May, which I was, you would be the oldest. So you would, silly, I don't know why. It's very silly, because in Australia, we start school in February, January, February. And then the school year ends in December. Okay, so we're gonna add our cream. Where's my spoon? Here. Could be a bit thicker, but we just need to put this in the fridge and it will thicken up. There we go. Form 1. Wow. And when's your real birthday? How's bells? I was the third youngest in my grade because our cutoff is July 1. Okay, this, I don't know how, I bought these yesterday. I've never bought cannolis before. I'm hoping that they're nice and crunchy. pretty good. Okay. Look at this stuff I've got on my shirt. God, I'm so messy. Okay, ready? So, squeeze like that. Like that. Unholy cannoli. Only pans. I only need 2, I think. What do I do with this? Hashtag pantries, not panties. That's the thing. You're born in September. Wow. And so they just picked a random date and they were like, okay, that's your birthday. Were you smaller than people in your age group? Like, were you the smallest in the class? Because unbeknownst to them, June, July, August, September, 3 months younger than everybody else. Your parents, risk takers, rule breakers. Wow. That is so funny. If I was looking for something, it would be mini choc chips. Sent to us by the beautiful Roselli. Mini choc chips. The latest scandal to rock Mollytopia. Nito. Welcome to I just read that again. Hell's Bells. Underage. There we go. All right, so the other stuff needs time. I don't think it'll be ready for a while. The shortbread, unfortunately, but it's not drizzling like I wanted it to. Damn it. Stay there. Finished VC at 15 because she skipped 2 years. We had a girl like that. We had a girl, her name was Christina. She skipped 2 years. She was so smart, and she was still one of the smartest in the year group. And she was 15 when we were 17. It was unbelievable. And I don't know what she's doing now. I think she's a lawyer. I'm not sure. Oh, what did I see? Maybe a doctor? I don't know, but she's doing something. Oh no. Guys, what do you think of my cannolis? Cannolis, batolis. You know, one of my favorite things my favorite candies or foods, chocolate covered coffee beans. We call it WACE, W-C-E, I think. No, I don't know what it's called these days. You get some coffee beans. Yes. WACE, West Australian Certificate of Education. Yeah. It used to be called TEE, but then it was TER, and your WACE certificate, I don't know. Is there anywhere to buy merch other than the website? It won't let me visit because it says the security certificate is expired at my computer. Oh. Thank you for letting me know that. There isn't, but thank you for letting me know. I will get it sorted as soon as possible. We've been having some issues with the website since we've changed CRM, not CRM, C something. We're onto it. But if you give me until next stream, I'll get on top of it. I'll let you know. Do you have any more than continue to cite options? Yeah, but I'll get onto it. Thank you for letting me know. Things like that, if there's issues with the website, please let me know. Because we can't see some stuff like that. Go back button, interesting. Okay, so what is your DOTD? Cannolis, coffee steak, mashed potato, souffle pancakes, affogato, baklava affogato. It's pretty like well eaten now. Coffee souffle pancakes, cannolis, coffee rub with coffee gravy. What do you think? Okay. And then we made it affogato as well. An affogato with pistachio and rose and shortbread. But it's not really coffee shortbread. Looks good though. Okay. Pancakes and steak for me. Nice. Cannoli for you, Dex. Okay. Tonight. Okay. All right, guys. What is your DOTD? Souffle pancake. Cannoli. A lot of you guys haven't enjoyed cannoli. This was really good. I would say dish of the day. Savory, obviously. This is the only savory. The pancakes were really good. I was really impressed with them. I would say pancakes for me. This is really tasty. No liquor. We used ice cream with pistachio cream, some rose water, and then a shot of coffee. Okay. Next time on, 2 days and 20 hours. Is that right? It's on Friday night for some of you, Saturday morning if you're in my time zone. 7 hours for 7 years. It's our 7-year stream anniversary. Unbelievable. We've got some mystery boxes, we've got some games, maybe Exceed in the kitchen, and the mods getting involved in stuff. 7-year itch. We've got to come and scratch it.
Motherfucker.
But yeah, it's going to be a lot of celebrating, a lot of fun, and there's going to be a lot of time. So I'd love if you guys can be around for as long as possible. But I get 7 years for 7 hours, 7 hours for 7 years. It's going to be a fun stream. You got the night off. I love that. Hold on. Okay. All right, we're going to send you off over to Annika. She's doing Aussie food taste test with this big small world. It says Aussie snacks taste test. So it's going to be a fun stream. Thank you everyone for being here. thank you for those who have contributed to today's stream. I pressed the wrong thanks button. Liz gifted to Laxing, Liz gifted to Dex, Anne for 4 months, and Maddie rating. Thank you everyone for your contributions. Hopefully we can celebrate on Saturday with a lot of you. It's going to be a lot of fun. I have to run off. I apologize for a little bit of shorter stream. But hopefully I can tell you about it soon. Yes, a big going on today. Going to go see the doctor for a bit nervous about that as well. But guys, copy and paste the raid call message. Mods, thanks you for being here. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Everyone seems to vote, 50% of you, for the cannoli. All right, take care. Brush your hair, be good to yourself and those around you. Oh, put in your take my pickle to the meeting. Oh my gosh, you're amazing. I will. Guys, look after yourselves. Hit the follow button if you're new and copy and paste the raid call message and see Annika. I can't be there, but you guys represent me. Bye.